also like bumblebees because if they actually attack anyone, they die. Festivals can't attack. They're sort of these because we haven't got a building. Arts centres are like wasps. Looking at you, Simon Abrahams. They are like wasps, and they can go out and they can sting, and then they can just carry on because they've got a building. It's a fantastic thing. They're also about how things are done the first time often. So a festival's job is to do lip sync the first time round, or Netherlands Dance Theatre for the first couple of times, until the audience is built and there. And then our job is to move on, which means what people say to me quite often when they see a show and they think, I don't know how I'd sell that, or I don't know what that was, or weird and great, but wow, you would never put that on. What people say is, that's a festival show. So in marketing terms, I spend my life going back to our marketing team. If I see a show that got 5 stars from every single newspaper, and which opened in the West End to the quickest sellout of any show in the history of the world, went to Broadway, was fantastic, that's not a show I should put on in my festival, even though... And so when I see the glint in the eye of my marketing team, when they say, that's the one that we can sell, I know I've got it wrong. And so my job is to go entirely the opposite way, to basically extraordinary live art, things that you just say, great, 6 different art forms in one show, and no idea how to sell that. So I came to Perth. I went to Perth a year and a bit ago in order to run the festival there, and my vision there is, it's the oldest city arts festival in Australia. And the festival I ran before in Norwich was 278 years old when I took it over, and was the single most remote festival in Europe. Perth is the oldest arts festival in Australia and clearly the remotest in the world, which kind of, I know, makes me the old remote festival guy. I do old remote festivals. But again, I think that a festival can do something that's utterly transformational in a place. And so that's why I think it's vital that you have a festival somewhere like Perth, somewhere like Norwich, somewhere like Avignon, which again is known primarily for its festival. I said when I arrived I wanted to change the way we engaged with our audiences, the voice of the festival, the imagery of the festival, our design, the way we use space, the people we bring in, and in effect the way the art is both presented and received. What I didn't want to do was utterly revolutionise the festival and the art, because I didn't think it needed it. And for an artistic director to resist changing stuff because they can is a tough one. Because that's sort of, you think, okay,